Enron fooled everyone. They didn't just lose billions, they erased $70 billion without building anything real. At its peak, Enron was praised as the future of capitalism, the smartest executives, the most innovative company in America, a business so advanced that even Wall Street couldn't fully explain it. And that was the problem, because Enron didn't collapse when the market turned, it collapsed when reality finally caught up with the numbers. This is the story of how intelligence became arrogance, how innovation turned into illusion, and how the smartest guys in the room convinced the world and themselves that profits could be manufactured. This is Enron. Welcome to Missed Billions Explained, the series where we uncover the billion-dollar mistakes that reshaped industries, destroyed empires, and left behind warnings we keep ignoring. And Enron isn't just a scandal, it's a blueprint. It begins in 1985. Kenneth Lay, a smooth-talking economist from Missouri, merges two struggling pipeline companies. The result is Enron, a boring, unglamorous energy distributor. Natural gas in one end, natural gas out the other. No hype, no brilliance, just infrastructure. But Lay didn't want to run a utility. He wanted to build the future. He believed energy shouldn't just be moved, it should be traded. And to do that, he needed a different kind of mind. That mind belonged to Jeffrey Skilling, a Harvard MBA, sharp, confident, intimidating. Skilling didn't see energy as pipes and power plants. He saw it as numbers. His idea was simple and revolutionary. What if energy worked like Wall Street? What if electricity and gas were traded like stocks, bonds, and currencies? Enron wouldn't just sell energy, it would trade risk. Wall Street loved it. Suddenly, Enron wasn't a utility, it was a financial innovator. Traders replaced engineers, spreadsheets replaced steel, and profits exploded, at least on paper. By the mid-1990s, Enron's stock was soaring. Analysts didn't understand the business, but they trusted the brilliance. And Enron learned an important lesson early. As long as the numbers looked good, no one asked too many questions. That insight led to the most dangerous invention in Enron's history: mark-to-market accounting. Here's how it worked. Normally, companies record profits when they actually earn them. Enron didn't want to wait. Under mark-to-market, Enron could estimate the total profit of a deal, sometimes decades into the future, and record it immediately. Sign a 20-year contract projected to make $1 billion? Book the billion today. Instant growth, instant success, instant genius. Wall Street applauded. But reality has a flaw Enron couldn't fix. The future doesn't care about projections. When deals underperformed, Enron didn't revise the numbers, they hid the losses. And that's where the illusion turned criminal. To bury debt and erase failure, Enron created hundreds of off-the-books partnerships, shell companies designed to absorb losses and keep Enron looking profitable. These weren't run by outsiders, they were run by Enron's own CFO, Andrew Fastow. Fastow managed both sides of the deals. He hid Enron's debt and paid himself millions for doing it. Losses disappeared, profits stayed smooth, credit ratings remained pristine. On the outside, Enron looked unstoppable. On the inside, it was rotting. The culture inside Enron reflected the numbers: brilliance over honesty, confidence over caution, image over truth. Employees were ranked every year. The bottom 15% were fired, no matter what. It was called rank and yank. The result was fear. People exaggerated results. They hid mistakes. They sold deals that made no sense because survival mattered more than reality. Telling the truth wasn't rewarded. Looking smart was. As one insider later admitted, you didn't tell the truth at Enron. You told the story that made you look brilliant. The trading floor looked like NASA mission control, screens flashing, traders shouting, billions moving every day. but much of what they were trading didn't exist. Still, the illusion held. Fortune magazine named Enron America's most innovative company 6 years in a row. Analysts called it the Amazon of energy. Employees poured their retirement savings into company stock. Why wouldn't they? Everyone believed the smartest guys in the room had figured it out. By 2000, Enron was valued at $70 billion. Its stock traded near $90 a share. But one simple question began to crack the illusion. How exactly does Enron make money? That question came from Fortune reporter Bethany McLean. When she asked Jeffrey Skilling directly, he exploded. He called her unethical and hung up. Because behind the confidence, the business was failing. Energy trading profits were shrinking. The broadband division was a disaster. The off-balance sheet partnerships were collapsing. And the debt Enron had hidden for years was starting to surface. Then the dam broke. In 2001, Enron admitted it had overstated profits by hundreds of millions of dollars, then over $1 billion. Credit agencies panicked, investors fled. The stock collapsed from $90 to pennies. Thousands of employees lost their jobs, and worse, their life savings. Many had been encouraged to keep their retirement funds in Enron stock. They watched everything disappear. Arthur Andersen, Enron's auditor, tried to cover its tracks by shredding documents. It didn't work. One of the world's largest accounting firms collapsed alongside Enron. The smartest guys in the room had burned the house down. Executives were charged. Andrew Fastow pleaded guilty. Jeffrey Skilling was sentenced to prison. Kenneth Lay died before sentencing. But the real damage wasn't legal, it was psychological. America realized something uncomfortable. Innovation could hide corruption, complexity could protect lies, and intelligence wasn't a safeguard against collapse. In response, the government passed the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, forcing stricter oversight and transparency. But the deeper lesson was ignored. Because Enron didn't fail due to stupidity, it failed because it believed intelligence could replace integrity. Skilling's vision wasn't entirely wrong. Energy trading, data markets, real-time pricing, those ideas became real, just not at Enron. Instead of building a sustainable business, Enron chose to manufacture success. They believed perception was reality, and for a while they were right, until the bill came due. Enron isn't a story about accounting, it's a story about ego, about mistaking complexity for brilliance, about believing that being the smartest in the room meant the rules didn't apply. The next time a company claims to be disrupting everything, ask one question. What happens when the numbers don't add up? Because intelligence without integrity isn't genius, it's just a faster way to fail. And somewhere right now, another smartest guy in the room is making the same mistake all over again.